Thank you, Your Excellency. We are here because parliaments matter. Now, may I have with honor to invite Honorable Malik-AhmadKhan, Speaker of the Provincial Assembly of Punjab, a senior legislator and lawyer. He is closely associated with parliamentary reform, procedural strengthening, and enhancing public trust in legislative institutions. Honorable Malik-AhmadKhan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Mia Raza Rubani Sahab, former Chairman, Senate of Pakistan, and as chief guest of this session, worthy speakers in the Assembly, Sayyid Awais Shah Sahib, Honorable Deputy Speaker of the Republic of Maldives, Excellency Ahmad Nazim, Honorable Deputy Speaker of the Parliament of Sri Lanka, Excellency Dr. Rizvi Saleh, Honorable Speaker of the Provincial Assembly of KP, Excellency Babar Salim Swati Sahib, Honorable Speaker of the Legislative Assembly of GB, Excellency Nazir Ahmed Sahib, the Right Honorable Paul Yaw Bitang, Honorable Datu Sri Amar the Raja, Dr. Haji Muhammad Amr bin Abdullah, Speaker of the Assembly from Malaysia, Honorable Datu Sri Haji Muhammad Sharkar bin Haji Shamsuddin, Speaker of the Assembly from Malaysia, Honorable Law Wing Sen, Speaker of the Assembly from Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank Mr. Awais Shah and his team for bringing in this very important, extremely important, I would rather say. The question of trust in Parliament depends how we come to the parliaments and what we do in the parliaments. It was an inspiring speech by the worthy member of the House of Commons. He has served in different capacities. He was sharing his experiences. Rightfully so, that those words were very inspiring. But somehow, in last few decades now, I can say, the democracy is taking a different shape. It is dependent upon the houses in which we sit. It is dependent upon the procedures which we adopt. It is dependent upon the content which we bring out in these proceedings. If it is marked with violence, if it is marked with shouting, if it is marked without having subtle arguments, not giving solutions, not addressing the peoples of millions, those who are still out of school, still they don't have drinking water, the question of trust will remain very questionable. And I can see that. In my part of world, it is very apparent. In resolving the conflicts, same goes. Is it a house for reconciliation? Yes, in theory it is. But am I practicing it? I have fears for that. Are those issues, those are related to security? Can we just speak on them? Are those security issues, are these houses or the parliaments or the places where these debates have to be generated? I look around in my region. May those be in my neighboring regions. May those be in my country, may those be in the South Asian countries where we think that democracy has their own ways and they preach that they are the largest democracies, but still decisions are made elsewhere. I have no evidence saying that it is a day of strong executives. Yes, it is. It is a day of popular populism, popular leaderships emerging. Is it a bad day? Or is it an order of the day? Or will it continue to be the order of the day? Is it weakening the institutions? I'm still figuring out. I'm living the history. I'm experiencing it. I'm finding that the dignity which was related to the democracy, it has traveled a lot. It has traveled through the religion. It has traveled through different phases of the history. It has come to the democracy, and the reflection of the democracy was these houses. In these houses, I find that still standing on this day, in this century, we are lacking. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a question of concern. In practice, we say, yes, it is. It has to be this way. These parliamentary oversights, they can produce results. If West has shown us some ways of these inclusivity and these parliamentary oversights, changing and transforming the world for them, giving reason to the people and the populace, those who vote for these governments, to be part of that, it has happened. So can we do that? Do we have to invent a new wheel? Or do we have to do it our way, but following the same footsteps of parliamentary oversight, of inclusivity, of taking those challenges, of giving the dividends of democracy to the people at the grassroots? Today, in my part of world, these conferences are helping. In the Lahore Charter, which we held last year in 2025, we spoke on multiple challenges. On AI, I have my concerns. I take it as a challenge, or is it a challenge, or is it an opportunity which will lead the way? It is leading the way in medicine, it is leading the way in industrialization, it is leading the way in education. But we sitting here, those who have to legislate, are we equipped with it? How to legislate and regulate that? Can we leave these AI engines with the private companies? And can we just not look into the history? That we as humans, I just have to quote Harari's new book, Nexus, is one quote, that we as humans are in practice of creating monsters which we don't know how to deal afterwards. So it is still a challenge. AI has its own benefits, but if it is left in the warfare, how to deal with it? Will it be inhaling the old inhabitations is still a question mark. And these parliaments, are we equipped? I have to say, no, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, undoubtedly, the things which will come for debate in these houses, meaningful debates, conclusive debates, with certain amount of authority, it is a place almost in where we share the same common background of commonwealth. We have some certain similar rules. And in these rules, we can clearly understand that executive takes birth at this place. In most parts, in most constitutions, it is answerable to these houses. But somehow, the minute we climb the ladder of executive, we divorce the parliaments. This is the reality of the day. In the first Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, which was a joint conference in Lahore Declaration, we set certain challenges. I really have to appreciate Sindh Assembly, I was taking those notes. Those laws of protection for women in working places in Sindh is an excellent law. We are still thinking over it, and Sindh has done it. So these are meaningful things which needs to be done. I just have to congratulate Avas again of bringing all these people together and continuity of that first conference here. So I have learned today every single word of worthy member of the House of Commons. I meant a lot to me. My friend from Sri Lanka, his experience of resolving conflict was really light for me to follow. Our friend from Maldives, in his very modest words, gave a clear roadmap, and I hope that we continue to share our experiences and carry on with these dialogues, and these conferences of region become a continuous effort which we take. I thank you all for hearing me out on this. Thank you.